It's the regional record extending 495th episode of the King of the Road Show HD. And we're celebrating this magnificent milestone with the Country and Collisions episode. Now we're cruising back to Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches for tips from owner Sterling Bradley. In addition to expert body work on any kind of vehicle, Bradley's Collision Center has the perfect and affordable solution for fixing those dingy headlights.
Well, you see on these commercials on TV to buy this different stuff and to make your headlights clear again. You notice how your headlights dinge, like we have a very dingy headlight right here. What we're going to do is we're going to sand that with 2000 grit sandpaper, and then we're going to come back with a little water and soap solution, and then he's going to polish it with a mild compound that's going to bring this headlight back to life. Go ahead, Roy. You notice what he's doing? He's wetting it down so he can sand it with an abrasive. You know, on TV they make this stuff look easy, but it really doesn't do the job like this. A lot of these headlights on today's cars, they used to be fairly inexpensive, but today you can spend upwards of $2,300 for a headlight. In most instances, headlights run anywhere from $300 to $600 on your car. And this is a whole lot cheaper fix than going out and just purchasing a new headlight. And we're going to show you two different ways of doing this. We're going to show you the color sand and buff. It's what we call color sand and buff in your headlight, is what he's demonstrating you now. Now this will hold up for a period of time, but like the original headlight, it will dull. Sooner or later, you will have a dulling effect come back. Now, if you'll notice how much shinier that is right there, what we've done is we took that old oxidation off of it and took a layer of that plastic off of it and got down to some new plastic. Now, if you want your car to be to have a higher resolution and to last forever, then we're going to show you a method in a second. It's called color sanding and polishing. Color sanding the headlight, then we're going to apply a adhesion promoter, and we're going to clear coat the headlight, and that way you'll never have to be concerned about your headlight ever fading in the future again. This is the headlight we was talking about doing the clear coating on. What we've done, we took the same headlight we just polished, but on the opposite side of the vehicle, we took sandpaper and sanded this headlight with 1000 grit sandpaper. Now what I'm going to do now, what this does, this keeps this headlight from ever fading again. And also it gives it a real shiny appearance, and at nighttime, it's a whole lot easier to see down the road in. So what I'm fixing to apply right now to this plastic is, to make the clear coat adhere to it, is actually called an adhesion promoter. And back in the day, I remember one time when I was young, my father painted a motorcycle seat back in the 70s. It was a Honda 750. And of course they didn't have such things as adhesion promoters like we do nowadays. And he wiped this seat down with lacquer thinner. And basically this is doing the same thing as that lacquer thinner did on that 750 Honda. It's actually softening the material, getting it hot, it's going to soften it. And then when the clear coat hits it, it actually allows that clear coat to actually bond and adhere and melt into that surface. So here we go, man. We're going to shoot a little adhesion promoter today. So, all right, looks better. A little bit of adhesion promoter on it. All right, so we're just going to let that flash for just a second. And this other gun that we're fixing to pick up is actually got your clear urethane. It's a clear with a urethane catalyst in it. And that's going to give you a lot of UV protection on this headlight in the future. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a coat on this. We're going to let that flash for just a second. Let's see, here we go. All right, and that's what we actually did. We actually just clear coated the headlight. If you'll zoom in on that, you can see how it actually has a shine like your finish on your car would. So it really enhances an automobile and it improves your vision at night.
That's Bradley's tips from Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches. Still to come, Tim Burge will be back in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle. But next, we'll air the Southeast Texas debut of Brandi Carlile's new music video, brought to you by King's Country. Man, how time flies when you're having a splendid time. It's the record 495th episode of the King of the Road Show HD.
It's a DiscoverBeaumont.com events update on the King of the Road Show HD.
You better run!
Run. Don't walk, because Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo are coming live. Saturday, February 20th at Jefferson Theater. The We Live for Love Tour. 4-time Grammy winners. Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo. Get reserved seats at Beaumont Civic Center box office, Ticketmaster.com, or call 800-745-3000. Produced by R Entertainment.
Keep watching the King of the Road Show HD for information on the best entertainment coming to Beaumont, and visit DiscoverBeaumont.com often.